All right, Bitcoin, everybody. Whether excuse me, whether you're trading Bitcoin or not, you've got to consider how just crazy the moves have been of late. We're trading right around 11,000 as we speak. I'm coming to you midday here on Wednesday, and it is the 29th of November. And I just wanted to point out a couple things as this trend goes parabolic, and it will reverse, by the way. Bitcoin, I think, is due to start trading on the CME the 11th of December. That's now 12 days away, less than 2 weeks. So what I want to say here is we have seen 3 or 4 new highs in November. The first one was 78.96 back here on the 8th. Then we had that hard reverse, as you'll recall. And we're getting to the point again where then we doubled since 5,500. We went from 5,500 to 11,500 or so. So that's a double. So we have now doubled in 17 days. And Bitcoin does trade every day. But this last bit here is just gone parabolic. So we went from, we had a big move, a rest, and another move. If you look at a couple things here, like there's 2 legs, and I like the 2 legs to the table situation often, and I talk about this, and you see me talk about this often, where I'll talk about Bitcoin, and we had this move, really up here about 2,500 points, and let's just put it right here, and then if you draw it from the low here, the rest, another, let's see what another 2,500 points looks like. It's somewhere in the area where we are right now. It's right about there. So it's tough to draw this because these legs are a little bit longer. Now we're going to a third leg, and I'm not saying we're going to continue going higher. We may not. But the one thing that I will say about this profile is the structure is very poor. And what I mean by structure is market profile, the structure here. This is not a foundation you want to build a house on. As a matter of fact, at 10,000, there was a lot of distribution going on yesterday, and you see that in this bar. It was weird. All during the regular trading hours of the U.S. market, Bitcoin was just stuck here, right? It was like 99.80 all day, and it just kind of hung there. And then when it finally busted through after the markets closed, it ran, and I figured it would go to 11,000. I was thinking, because that was a double of this 5,500. And it went to 11, and that's where we sit. We went a little bit higher, 11.5, but I just want to say that this is an hourly 1-month chart, and there's going to be some good trades here coming up with this joining the CME. So again, I'll say it again, if you're not trading Bitcoin, it's the most volatile item in the earth right now, and one that's just blowing people's minds. And everybody's trying to pick a top. Instead of picking a top, I think this just offers great trading opportunities. I have been trading it, and I suggest you can start to look at it and put it on your chart of things to look at and trade possibly in the future. So that's today's note here for 5-minute traders. And again, look for a move back to somewhere around 8,500. I bet you we're going to come back and test this base area at some point. From where we crack, I don't know. It could happen today. It's starting to look a little top-heavy after this move today. So I'm actually on the short side at about 11,100. Second entry, I already took it. I took a ride in it for about $500 already, and we're going to give it another stab here from 11.1. And risk, again, for me, probably around $1,000 at 12.1 for the next day or two. Again, this is I think this will happen pretty quickly as we come into the end of the month. Today and tomorrow, I think you'll start to see this be pushed down. And CME, again, is coming out. So this kind of fits with the timing of things. This is hitting probably a period high here for a while. And so there's that.